In Virginia Beach right now, all brick homes move fast, like before the sign is in the ground fast. When a 4-bedroom, 2,000 square foot brick ranch hits the market on a quiet cul-de-sac in one of Kempsville's most established neighborhoods at $429,000 with no HOA, military families need to know about it before it's gone. Because this home checks the boxes that matter most when you're PCSing to Hampton Roads without ever having set foot here. It sits in the geographic center of Virginia Beach, within commuting distance to Naval Station Norfolk, NAS Oceana, and JEB Little Creek, all from one address. It feeds into a K-12 school system that has been welcoming military kids for decades. And it's move-in ready, all brick, and priced where a VA loan actually makes the numbers work. I'm walking you through this whole picture today. The house, the neighborhood, the schools, the lifestyle, and the real monthly cost with nothing left out. Here's what I want you to understand before we even step inside. Most of the military families I work with are making this decision sight unseen, 3 time zones away. PCS orders in hand, trying to figure out where to land in a city they've never lived in, and the pressure of that is real. You have a military timeline that doesn't care how long it takes you to get comfortable with a decision. You have a family counting on you to get it right, and you're trying to do it all from a laptop screen. The question I get more than any other is this: where in Virginia Beach gives me the most house for my BAH, my basic allowance for housing, without locking me into one base commute for the next 3 years? And the answer, more often than not, is Kempsville. Kempsville sits in the zip code 23462, right in the geographic center of Virginia Beach, with direct I-64 access in multiple directions. What that means for a military family is that no matter which base your orders take you to, Norfolk, Oceana, Little Creek, Dam Neck, you are not fighting the entire city to get there. You are not betting your whole commute on one route. You are positioned in the middle with options. And today I'm walking you through a specific home in one of Kempsville's most rooted and established subdivisions, Carolanne Farms. So you can see exactly what the central location looks like when it comes with a real house behind it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Megan Leaker. I'm a 3rd-generation real estate agent with over 35 years of experience, and I'm a proud Navy wife and mom. I have navigated this crazy life through the deployments, the pack-outs, the PCS cycles, and everything in between. And I've spent my career helping military families buy, sell, and invest in real estate across Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and the greater Hampton Roads area. Let's get into it. Let's start with what this house actually is, because the combination of features here matters more than any single one of them on its own. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single-story, all-brick ranch with 2,000 square feet of living space, a 1-car attached garage, and a private cul-de-sac lot with a large fenced backyard. It was built in 1964, and there are no homeowners association fees. I want to stay on the brick exterior for a moment, because this comes up with almost every military buyer I work with. When you know you might be selling this home in 3 years, maybe less, you are thinking about what condition it will be in when that time comes. All brick construction takes exterior maintenance almost entirely off the table. No siding to repaint before you list it. No wood rot to address before closing. No weather damage working against you while you're deployed or stationed somewhere else. What this home looks like from the street today is essentially what it will look like when your next set of orders arrive. That matters enormously on a military timeline. Inside the home has been freshly painted throughout with brand new carpet and updated flooring, which means you're not walking into a project. For a family arriving mid-PCS, move-in ready condition is not a luxury. It is a necessity. You need to be able to unpack and start living, not start renovating. The kitchen has been updated with granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, and timeless cabinetry. Right off the kitchen is a dedicated utility and laundry room. A real room with real storage, not a closet with a stackable unit crammed into it. That's a detail that sounds small until you've lived without it. Flowing directly out of the kitchen is the sunroom, and this is one of the features that genuinely sets this home apart at this price point. It has a cathedral ceiling and wall-to-wall windows on 3 sides, and it connects directly to the rear wood deck and the large privacy fence backyard. I have walked through a lot of homes in Virginia Beach in the $400,000 to $450,000 range, and a sunroom with a cathedral ceiling opening onto a fenced yard with a deck is typically something you'd find in the $20,000 to $30,000 higher price point range. It gives you a year-round bonus living space, your morning coffee, evening wind down, a place for the kids to spread out without adding anything to your mortgage. Back inside, the living room is sunken, which is a design detail you simply do not see in new construction. It creates a defined, warm main living space with real architectural character, the kind of room that feels settled and intentional rather than just an open floor plan that flows into everything else. The primary bedroom has a full ensuite bathroom and wall-to-wall closets. And the 3 additional bedrooms are generally sized large enough for a dedicated home office, a guest room for a family visiting during a homecoming, or rooms that grow comfortably with your children over 3 to 5 years of ownership. Here's where this property story really gets interesting. And this is the piece that most people don't fully appreciate about Kempsville until they've actually lived here for a while. The address sits in the zip code of 23462, right in the heart of Central Virginia Beach, with direct access to Interstate 64. And what that means in practical terms is that you have real commute flexibility to the 3 major military installations that serve most of the families I work with. Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval station in the world, is typically a 25 to 35-minute drive from the zip code heading north on I-64, depending on the time of day and traffic conditions. NAS Oceana is reachable on surface roads in approximately 15 to 20 minutes without ever touching the highway. And JEB Little Creek Fort Story runs about 20 to 30 minutes heading east. Now I want to talk about the schools, because if you have kids, this is always the next question after Commute, and the zoning here is genuinely clean and straightforward. This address feeds into Kempsville Elementary, Kempsville Middle School, and Kempsville High School. All 3 in the same feeder pattern, all within the Virginia Beach City Public Schools system. You are not dealing with a split zone situation or a complicated middle school boundary. It is a single K-12 pathway, which makes life significantly simpler when you're trying to enroll children quickly after a PCS move. What I find particularly reassuring for military families is something the Kempsville Middle School describes about itself directly. That's because of how many military connected families have moved through that school over the years. There is a genuine culture of welcoming kids who are new, who arrive mid-year, who don't know anyone yet. And when your child is starting 7th grade in a city that they've never lived in a school where they don't know a single person, that kind of environment is not a small thing. It can make the difference between a kid who struggles for 6 months and a kid who finds their footing in 6 weeks. And the neighborhood itself has roots that go back to the 1960s. Carolanne Farms is one of the most established subdivisions in Kempsville. with walking trails, and Carolanne Farms Park literally is a 2-minute walk from the front door, including kayak and canoe access to the Elizabeth River. These are streets with long-term homeowners, neighbors who have been here for years, and a community atmosphere that you can feel the moment you drive through it. Okay, here's something I really want you to picture because it matters just as much as the commute times and the school zones. What does daily life actually feel like from this address? Within just a few miles of this front door, you have 3 distinct shopping areas covering everything a family needs week to week. Fairfield Shopping Center gives you a Kroger for groceries and a TJ Maxx for everything else. Providence Square is where you go when you want to sit down and eat, like Surfrider for local seafood, Caponaro Ramen, Brick House Diner, all within walking distance of each other and all genuinely good. And Kemps River Crossing covers the practical side of life with Starbucks, a Planet Fitness, Pet Supplies Plus, and dozens of other retailers that make a Tuesday evening errand run something you can actually finish in under an hour. And then there is Town Center. And if you have never been to Virginia Beach Town Center, I want to reframe your expectations about the city right now. Town Center is Virginia Beach's urban core. It is about 10 to 15 minutes from this address. It is a 36-acre mixed-use district with 2 performing arts centers, walkable streets, rooftop bars, live music, and a dining scene that would hold its own in any major metro area. Ruth Chris Steakhouse, Bravo Cucina, Italiana, Catina Laredo, Tupelo Honey are all great for weekend brunch and restaurants. This is not a strip mall. This is a genuine destination that locals go to on a Friday night because they want to, not because they have to. For military families coming from duty stations in larger cities who are wondering if Virginia Beach is going to feel small or limited, Town Center is the answer to that concern. And it is a quick, easy drive from Kempsville. So for recreation closer to home, the Kempsville Recreation Center is one of the most well-equipped city recreation facilities in Virginia Beach. And with an indoor pool, lap lanes, group fitness programs, basketball, and youth activities that give kids somewhere to go and something to do in the first weeks after a move when they don't yet have a social circle. If you play golf, Kempsville Greens is an 18-hole public course just down the road. And Topgolf Virginia Beach is close enough to become a regular option rather than a special occasion. Now, let me walk you through the financial picture. And I'm going to give you the complete number, not the easy version. This home here is listed at $429,000. With a VA loan, you are coming in with 0 down payment. At a current interest rate, your estimated monthly payment covering principal, interest, property taxes, and homeowner's insurance is going to land somewhere in the range of $2,700 to $2,900 per month. And I want you to verify that number with your lender against whatever rate you can lock, because rates move and your specific situation matters. Now, here's the part I want to be completely transparent about, because I think honesty here builds more trust than leaving it out. This property does carry a flood insurance requirement. Based on current estimates, that flood insurance premium is going to run approximately around $800 per year, which works out to roughly $67 per month added to your payment. I'm telling you that now, before you get attached to the house, because that is what I would want someone to tell me. So when you factor in property taxes, which ran approximately $34.90 last year based on public records, and that flood insurance premium on top of your principal and interest payment, your true all-in monthly cost is going to land closer to $2,800 to $3,000 per month, depending again on your interest rate. That is the real number. Plan around that number, not the lower one. For military families receiving a BAH, basic allowance for housing, at the E5 with dependents rate and above in the Virginia Beach area, A payment in that range is generally within reach of what the military provides to cover your housing costs. And because there is no HOA fee on this property, you are not adding a monthly association payment on top of everything else. I have spent 35 years helping VA loan buyers in Hampton Roads navigate exactly this kind of decision. What I can tell you from experience is that all brick construction in an established Kempsville neighborhood at a price point that aligns with military buying power, with no HOA and a central location that keeps your commute options open, that combination is not easy to find. The tax history on this property tells a consistent appreciation story over the past decade. For a military family who may own this home for 3 to 5 years before the next PCS cycle, that kind of stability in an established neighborhood is exactly what you want underneath you. Okay, let me bring everything together before we close. What you get with this house is a all brick, single story construction that requires almost no exterior maintenance. 4 genuine bedrooms with room to actually live in them. A sunroom with a cathedral ceiling that connects to a private fenced backyard and deck. An updated kitchen, a dedicated laundry room, a sunken living room with real architectural character, and a move-in ready condition. That means you can unpack on arrival day and start living, not start working. What you get with this location is the geographic center of Virginia Beach. The zip code of 23462 with I-64 access and realistic commute times to Naval Station Norfolk, NAS Oceana, and JEB Little Creek. You get a K-12 school feeder in Kempsville that has been welcoming military kids for generations. You also get walkable parks, including Carolanne Farms Park, with river access 2 minutes from your front door. And you get 3 shopping areas, town center dining, and the Kempsville Recreation Center, all within a short drive of your neighborhood. What you get with the numbers is $429,000 VA loan purchase with 0 down. An honest all-in month cost of around $2,800 to $3,000 with your flood insurance included, the property taxes, and no HOA eating into your monthly budget. That is the complete picture of this home, nothing left out, nothing inflated. If you are a military family that needs a Virginia Beach address that doesn't force you to pick one base and commit to your whole life to that commute, this is worth a serious look. If you're using a VA loan and you want move-in ready condition, genuine square footage, a fenced yard for your kids and your dogs, and a school system that already knows how to welcome your family, this is your neighborhood. And if you understand that all brick construction in Carolanne Farms at this price point, with this level of lifestyle access surrounding it, does not come available often, then you already know what to do next. Next week, I'm taking you inside the zip code of 23456 and the Castleton neighborhood of Virginia Beach, just south of NAS Oceana, a neighborhood I called home for 22 years. And I know it better than just about anywhere in Virginia Beach. If you have orders to NAS Oceana or Dam Neck, you are not going to want to miss it. If you want to sit down and talk through which neighborhood actually fits your situation, look below and book a Zoom call with me. Real numbers, real neighborhoods, no pressure. And if this video helped you, please subscribe. I post every week breaking down Virginia Beach neighborhoods, PCS decisions, and everything military families need to know before they get here. Welcome home. This is real life Virginia Beach.